Nathan Zegura, color analyst on the Browns radio network, also host of Browns Daily, talking about how the Browns could very well use Harold Fannin.
You're going to see a lot of Njoku and Fannin on the field together. For me, the battle to watch is, here's the other thing to think about. Fannin could really kind of be your third receiver.
Yeah.
He could be a big slot for you. So
For sure.
if how this all comes together, to me, he is very important to what this offense can truly be, and he could actually help alleviate some of the things that are wrong right now in the receiver room if he can be very, very good.
Yeah, it's intriguing because he does have a skill set of a big wide receiver. Imagine Tillman and him and Njoku, and you split him or Njoku wide.
I mean, that makes it for a pretty darn tough trio in the red zone to deal with, no question about it. And Kevin Stefanski, we've seen in the past, can be creative in red zone situations. So with Harold Fannin, I think we all kind of knew with Kevin Stefanski kind of taking more control of the offense that they were eventually going to get a second tight end out there. And I think right now with where Fannin is as a player, coming into the NFL, certainly needs to get bigger and stronger. So at least in the interim, like, Nathan was suggesting, yeah, you can get him into those situations where he can kind of be a hybrid slot receiver / tight end, and you can create some matchups with it because in theory, he should be able to win well against slot corners because he's just bigger and stronger than those guys. And then, as those kind of tight ends we talked about people talked about so many times, there are guys that are just too fast for linebackers sometimes, even though the linebacker position has certainly gotten faster over the last handful of years with the tight end playing a role. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have as productive a rookie season as Sam Laporta did with the Lions or Brock Bowers did with the Raiders. But Browns don't need him to do that. They just need him to go out there and be productive. And for a guy who's got, had 100+ catches last season at Bowling Green, despite being far and away their most important player, and the guy that I guarantee every defense that they went up against spent so much time trying to scheme against, and he was still productive, you would have to think he's going to find a place in the NFL with the Browns to have some productivity right away, especially as a receiver.
Yeah, and he did it against elite competition when Bowling Green played. Wasn't only against MAC, did it against Texas A&M, Penn State. So he did play up, if you will.
That's a big thing. I mean, he showed he could play against, those elite 4- and 5-star recruits that, those two programs had. I mean, Penn State's went to the national semifinal last season, and Texas A&M, while not great last year, was still pretty solid. So, I mean, that says a lot for a guy who plays in a MAC school to go up on the road to those two places and still play at an extremely high level. I think that speaks a lot about the kind of talent that Harold Fannin Jr. has, and he's certainly bringing with him to the Browns.